Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing X Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 1995 Burning Godzilla. This figure is a stylized representation of Burning Godzilla from the 1995 film Godzilla vs. Destroyer. At this point, I'm sure we all know the history of Burning Godzilla. If not, be sure to check out my review for SH Monster Art's Godzilla 1995 Burning Godzilla. This figure is based on a kit with the same sculpt that has a light-up feature. It has been said that due to production concerns, X Plus chose not to add the light-up feature in the Rickboy version of this figure. Even though this figure does not have a light-up feature, it is still amazing. X Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 1995 Burning Godzilla is a spectacular release in the Gigantic Series line. Burning Godzilla has an astounding sculpt and astounding paint applications. First, let's check out Burning Godzilla's box. Initially, the figure comes in a very large shipping carton with standard X Plus shipping information. Once we remove the shipping carton, we have the main box itself. On the front of the box, we are treated to some very nice direct print artwork of the figure and its full name. On the back of the box, we have our usual legal jargon. Inside the box, Burning Godzilla is encased in a styrofoam tray. Once Burning Godzilla is released from its packaging, you'll be hit with an intense vinyl smell. The vinyl smell coming from Burning Godzilla is so intense, it kinda stinks. So yep, Burning Godzilla stinks, but in a fresh way. Before we can enjoy our gigantic Burning Godzilla figure, first we need to attach the tail. This time around, the assembly process is very simple. You'll notice that the tail is filled with some foam material. When I first saw the foam, I thought it was simple filler material that needed to be removed. The foam inside the tail is used to help balance Burning Godzilla. Do not remove the foam from inside of the tail. To attach the tail, simply insert it into the hole underneath Godzilla and that's it. No freezer or hair dryer is necessary. When attaching the tail, be mindful of the spines at the connection point. If you twist the tail side to side, the spines will rub up against each other and possibly damage them. Now that we have Burning Godzilla fully assembled, let's take a look at the pose. Burning Godzilla is in a wide, aggressive stance with his tail arched upward. Not only does this pose give off a sense of aggression, but it also gives off the sense that Burning Godzilla is walking forward. Burning Godzilla's pose looks absolutely menacing from all angles. Burning Godzilla's pose would mean nothing if he did not have such an astounding sculpt and astounding paint applications. Let's start with the head. Burning Godzilla's head sculpt is truly amazing. At the top of the head, you can see the various ridges and scales. Each scale is individually sculpted and beautifully detailed. The ears are distinct and do not get lost within the scales. The main paint application for the head is a very nice deep charcoal black. This charcoal black paint application is used throughout the body. The scales are also accentuated with a light gray dry brushing that really makes them stand out. The eyes are painted with a very nice glossy deep blood red paint app. The irises are painted with a very nice fiery yellow. There are also slight deep red lines around the perimeter of the irises. Burning Godzilla definitely has a stare that pierces the soul. The detail in Burning Godzilla's mouth is amazing. The teeth have a very nice sharp and jagged sculpt. Each tooth is individually sculpted, nicely textured, and nicely detailed. Burning Godzilla's teeth are aligned into two asymmetrical rows that really enhance the natural look of the mouth. The gums are painted a darker flesh tone that has a slight gloss to it. The teeth protrude from the gums in various directions, which make the mouth look like a true death trap. The teeth are painted with a smooth gradation from dirty bone white to more of an ivory color at the ends. The teeth are also accentuated with a slight gloss that really make them stand out while maintaining the rough, grungy look. Burning Godzilla's tongue has an amazing sculpt as well. The papillae have been sculpted into the tongue, giving it an intense look and an amazingly rough texture. The paint applications used on the tongue are the same used on the gums, but with a slight dry brushing to bring out the highlights. Moving down Burning Godzilla's neck, again we can see absolutely no amount of detail was spared here. The neck has a very nice muscular sculpt with various defining creases. The scales flow naturally and seamlessly with the neck. The same amazing charcoal black paint application is used on the neck. Also, the initial burning patches begin to appear. The initial burning patches are translucent with a perfect gradation from dark orange to a fiery orange. It's nice how seamlessly the scales transition from the charcoal black to the translucent burning patches. The arms and shoulders have a very nice muscular sculpt, just like the neck. The same charcoal black paint applications continue on the arms. The burning patches on the shoulders are becoming more intense as we move closer to the center of the body. The hands have a very nice rough and textured sculpt. The fingernails have a nice sharp sculpt to them as well. The fingernails are painted with a smooth gradation from dirty bone white to more of an ivory color at the tips. Burning Godzilla's chest is truly stunning. The chest sculpt and texture is consistent with the rest of the body. In the chest, the translucent areas have a varied gradation between fiery red to an intense burning orange. Moving down the body, more of the intense burning patches can be seen. It's very impressive how the charcoal black smoothly transitions into the burning patches. The legs have a very nice large and muscular sculpt. The burning patches on the legs are just as intense as the burning patches on the chest. The charcoal black scales flow naturally with the creases and folds of the legs. Burning Godzilla's feet are very large and very wide. The feet are nicely sculpted and beautifully textured. The toes have a very nice sharp and textured sculpt to them as well. The toes share the same paint applications as the fingernails. Spin around to the back, we have Burning Godzilla's dorsal fins. The dorsal fins are individually sculpted and have a fantastic amount of detail. The larger dorsal fins have the burning translucent tips that really stand out. The burning effect on the top of the dorsal fins smoothly transitions to the charcoal black paint app used at the base of the dorsal fins. The smaller outer dorsal fins are just as nice. The smaller dorsal fins have a very nice charcoal gray paint application. Moving down the back, the dorsal fins gradually transition to the charcoal gray paint app that matches the smaller dorsal fins. The tail has the same stunning sculpt as seen throughout the body. The smaller dorsal fins on the tail are slightly lighter than the smaller dorsal fins on the body itself. The underside of the tail has a softer sculpt and texture. X Plus has done an absolutely phenomenal job with this stylized take on Burning Godzilla. I honestly feel X Plus has perfectly captured the ferocious, menacing, powerful essence of Burning Godzilla. This video review cannot do this figure enough justice. Gigantic Burning Godzilla is something that really needs to be seen in person. So just how big is Burning Godzilla? Well, he's gigantic. Burning Godzilla stands roughly 18 inches tall and 34 inches head to tail. Burning Godzilla's massive size adds to his ferocious sculpt and gives him a very powerful presence. This figure demands maximum shelf space, so be prepared to reorganize your collections to fit him in. For size comparison, first we have Burning Godzilla with several 30cm figures. From left to right, we have Godzilla 1964 Diamond Reissue, Max Factory Jumbo Guyver 1, Gamera 1999, and Godzilla 2003 Diamond Reissue. Next, we have our 25cm figures. From right to left, we have King Caesar Rick Boy, Gamera 1996, and Ultra 7 version 2 Rick Boy. Finally, to really put things into perspective, we have Burning Godzilla with our SH Monster Arts Godzilla figures. From left to right, we have Godzilla 1964, Godzilla 1994, Godzilla 1995 Birth version, Godzilla 1995 Burning Godzilla, Godzilla 2000, and Godzilla 2014. To conclude the review, X Plus Gigantic Series Godzilla 1995 Burning Godzilla is a spectacular release in the Gigantic Series line. Burning Godzilla has an astounding sculpt and astounding paint applications. Words cannot describe how amazing this figure is. I honestly feel this figure is an absolute must-have in every collection. Now be aware, this figure's release was highly anticipated and has sold out at most places. If you are interested in picking up this figure, you need to pick it up very soon before the secondary market prices become too steep. To see reviews of the Rick Boy version of this figure, check out Rich Iso's video review or check out the written review with stunning photographs on KaijuAddicts.com. Links to those two fantastic reviews will be in the description of this video. A very special shout out goes to Dark Dragon Films for assisting with the visual effects seen in this review. Check out Dark Dragon Films' Facebook fan page at facebook.com/DarkDragonFilms2. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.